Hey, we're back talking a little bit about sleep. We're going to talk about the sleep cycle today. Okay, so what we have here is a sleep cycle, with this being 0 minutes or the point in which I start to fall asleep. Okay, when I go through a sleep cycle, by the time I start and I get all the way back around, on average, it's going to take about 90 minutes or an hour and a half. Okay, now that's dependent on a lot of different things, from person to person, situation, events went through my day, or even the time of day that I'm sleeping. Okay, this sleep cycle is comprised of two different types of sleep: non-REM sleep and REM sleep. A lot of us are very familiar with REM sleep. That's when dreams occur. We talk about dreaming all the time. That's super, super deep sleep. Okay, we talk about non-REM sleep. What that's really, really important for is the development of recovery. It's going to basically the point when we are actually secreting natural anabolic hormones in the form of human growth hormone and insulin-like growth factor. At this point, if we have a really strong opportunity to spend in this part, which is non-REM sleep, we are actually going to recover. So our non-REM sleep, the beginning of this sleep cycle, is where we actually recover. So we trained all day today. We went to practice. Maybe we were traveling. We have a lot of mental stress. We need to recover from that. This is the point when we have human growth hormone that's naturally occurring in all of us, regardless of gender. This is where it's going to be released the most. Okay, so now if I don't spend a lot of time in this area, I'm missing out on realizing the full potential of what I can have with our growth hormone and insulin-like growth factor. Okay, so think about this first side as recovery. I want to spend a lot of time in non-REM sleep to recover. Now the flip side, on the back half, and like we mentioned, these are not finite. It's certainly not 50% on each side. It depends on a lot of things. When am I falling asleep? Okay. What does my routine look like? Am I slowing down before I go to bed? I need to be in a great environment to be able to realize both of these. But moving on, REM sleep. REM sleep is basically where dreams occur, like we mentioned, but more importantly, that's the part which acts like a filter. I have a ton of different content coming in throughout the day. There's a ton of different stimuli that approach me. You know, I'm driving into work in the morning, going to school. There's a stoplight. There's people crossing up the street. Maybe I have a conversation with somebody while I'm getting breakfast. Different teachers may say certain things. I go to practice. I learn about skiing. I'm on the field. I'm in the meeting room. I learn about a lot of things, and I have a lot of content come in my mind, and outside things happen. But not everything is the same. Okay, so I need to really cement positive things that I need to remember, and I need to just kind of filter out the things that are just like everyday occurrences. So this part in REM sleep is where memories are created. It's where cognition or deep learning occurs. So if I can spend a lot of positive time in this one, I'm basically going to filter out what's bad, and then good information is coming here. So the main point, what we want to do, if a sleep cycle occurs every 90 minutes, we want to get as many sleep cycles as we can through the night. So let's say I go to bed here, whatever time it may be for me. I want to stack as many sleep cycles, with this being 1 hour and a half. Now I have 2 sleep cycles, and I went all the way through this. I've realized recovery, physical recovery throughout human growth hormone release, and then now I'm working to cement positive memories, and I'm basically cementing or working to get as many sleep cycles as I can through the night. So in a perfect world, if I got 9 hours of sleep, in theory, I would be about 6 sleep cycles in. Okay, so I want to think not necessarily about just getting hours. I want to get quality hours. Think about our environment. Think about our habits leading up to bed. A lot of these things go in. We want to maximize the amount of positive sleep cycles. So sleep cycle in a nutshell. Okay, it occurs about once every 90 minutes, depending on the person, depending on the situation. It may be a little longer, a little shorter. It has 2 areas. We have non-REM sleep. Okay, that's all about recovery. We secrete a lot of different hormones at that period of time. And if we can maximize this, we can really realize full recovery. And then the REM sleep, that's where dreams occur, okay? But more importantly, that's where good content and cognition happens. That's when it's cemented in my brain and it's through the filter. Okay, we'll be back. Appreciate it.